Hey guys, Traveling Kimchi here. So today I just wanted to give you a little tidbit about Korean culture. So as many of us know, Koreans take education really seriously, and today was just a huge example of how seriously they can take education. Now, if you live in Korea, you know that you got to go late today, maybe you don't know why, and if you don't live in Korea, well, you should listen anyways because it's really interesting. So today was the 대학 수학능력 시험, which basically is kind of like the Western's version of the SAT. Now, if you've taken the SAT in the West, you know that you can take it as many times as you want. There's usually a place that administers it around once a month, and you know, it's kind of important depending on what college you want to get into. But in Korea, it's a little bit different. So with this Korean SAT, they only administer it once a year, and you can only take it as a high school senior. And there are 3 examples of how important they take this test. Now, this test is extremely important because it basically decides what college you can get into. Every single college in Korea takes this test score very seriously. And so, you know, you could be out the wazoo smart and not be able to get into the #1 school in Korea. So it's really important, and these are my top 3 things explaining how important this test is. So number 1. When the students walk in to take the test, the high school seniors, when they walk in to take the test, the freshmen, the sophomores, and the juniors are outside the school cheering them on. Like, who has the day off and decides to go to school to cheer on seniors? Like, honestly. But these kids are outside in the cold. Like, basically, these seniors are walking in, studying their flashcards, walking into their test, and these 3 grades below them are like, yeah, go you can do it, fighting. Like, how awesome is that? Cheering each other on to do well. Number 2, if you worked at a public school, probably an international school too, or a big company, they asked you to come in late. So I usually have to be at school by 8:40, but today I was allowed to sleep in, and I didn't have to go to school till 9:40. And it's the same with big companies like Samsung or Hyundai. I can never say it right. And basically, they ask their students, their teachers, and their workers to come in later. And basically, they do this so they can clear the roads, clear the traffic, and let these seniors get to their testing site with no fuss and no hassle. How cool is that? Like, there's gonna be a big test, guys. Clear out the road so these guys can get the frick there. How awesome! Last one, and the most impressive one. They delay flights. Airplane flights. Like, they actually delay flights during this time so that it's quiet, so that the airplane noise doesn't distract the high school test takers. How crazy is that? There are people flying internationally and going out internationally, and they're not allowed to fly out or in during this allotted time where these kids are taking these tests. Mind blown. I was completely awed. That is so crazy. Of course, because the tests are so important, there's a lot of stress surrounding this environment and stuff, and of course, it's a really stressful thing for high school seniors, and from the reactions of my elementary school kids who are in 5th grade, they're not excited at all about taking it, because of course, like, it can determine your whole future depending on what college you can get into. But that aside, I'm totally awed and impressed by Korea's emphasis on education, and I hope we all can take education that seriously someday. This is the Traveling Kimchi. See you later.